Shadows of Deception, A Hitchhiker's Secret, written by Reuben White. Chapter 1, The Hitchhiker. The highway stretched out like a ribbon of asphalt, disappearing into the horizon under the relentless Texas sun. Arthur glanced at the rearview mirror, his eyes squinting against the glare. "I need a coffee," he muttered, his fingers tapping the steering wheel rhythmically. Beside him, Lillian nodded in agreement, her gaze fixed on the road ahead. "There's a rest stop up ahead. We can grab a cup there." As they pulled into the rest stop, they noticed a figure standing by the roadside, thumb outstretched in the universal gesture of a hitchhiker. Arthur slowed the car to a stop, exchanging a glance with Lillian. "Should we?" Lillian shrugged. "Why not? We could use some company." Rolling down the window, Arthur called out to the hitchhiker. "Need a ride?" The man approached the car, a grateful smile spreading across his weathered face. "Thanks, folks. I've been walking for miles in this heat." Settling into the back seat, the hitchhiker introduced himself as Jack. He regaled them with stories of his travels, his voice lulling Arthur and Lillian into a sense of ease. But as they resumed their journey, a dark cloud seemed to settle over them, casting a shadow of unease. And when they reached the outskirts of Nashville, the darkness descended with a vengeance. Chapter 2, The Assassination. It happened in a flash. As they pulled into a deserted rest stop for a quick bathroom break, a black SUV screeched to a halt behind them. Before they could react, masked figures poured out of the vehicle, guns drawn. Panic surged through Arthur and Lillian as they watched in horror. Jack, their newfound friend, was yanked from the car and thrown to the ground, a gunshot echoing through the air. Time seemed to stand still as Arthur and Lillian huddled together, their hearts pounding in their chests. The smell of gunpowder hung heavy in the air, mingling with the scent of fear. And then, just as quickly as it had begun, the assailants disappeared into the night, leaving Arthur and Lillian shaken and alone. But the nightmare was far from over. Chapter 3, The Secret. As they sat in stunned silence, trying to make sense of what had just happened, Jack's final words echoed in their minds. "Find Alice," he had whispered, his eyes filled with desperation. Turning to their daughter, Alice, they found her clutching a crumpled piece of paper, her face pale with shock. "He gave me this," she murmured, her voice barely audible. Unfolding the paper, Arthur's hands trembled as he read the words scrawled across it in Jack's handwriting. "The truth lies in the shadows." A chill ran down Arthur's spine as he realized the magnitude of Jack's words. Whatever secret he had been carrying, it was far more dangerous than they had ever imagined. And they were determined to uncover it, no matter the cost. Chapter 4, The Hunt begins with Jack's cryptic message burning in their minds. Arthur and Lillian knew they had no choice but to delve into the darkness that had consumed their lives. But the journey ahead would not be easy. As they delved deeper into the criminal underworld, they encountered obstacles at every turn. Betrayal lurked around every corner, and trust became a rare commodity in a world where loyalty was bought and sold. But Arthur and Lillian refused to back down. Armed with nothing but their wits and determination, they embarked on a perilous quest to rescue Lillian's mother and uncover the truth behind Jack's murder. And as they navigated through a maze of deception and treachery, they realized that some secrets were best left buried. But the shadows of deception would not release their grip so easily. Chapter 5, The Final Showdown. As the pieces of the puzzle fell into place, Arthur and Lillian found themselves face to face with their greatest adversary yet. Standing in the dimly lit warehouse, surrounded by shadows that seemed to reach out for them, they confronted the mastermind behind the conspiracy that had torn their lives apart. But as the truth was finally revealed, they realized that the darkness ran deeper than they had ever imagined. And in a heart-stopping showdown that would test their courage and resolve, Arthur and Lillian fought for justice in a world where the line between right and wrong had blurred beyond recognition. In the end, they emerged victorious, but the scars of their journey would linger long after the shadows had faded into the night. For in a world where every shadow hides a potential threat, the battle for truth is never truly won. And the shadows of deception will always linger, waiting to ensnare the unwary in their deadly embrace. Chapter 6, Unraveling the Mystery. Back home in Nashville, Arthur and Lillian sift through their memories of the hitchhiker, Jack, trying to piece together any clues he might have left behind. Alice sits quietly in her room, still shaken by the events of that fateful night. They comb through old photographs, searching for any signs of Jack's presence at the family reunion in Houston. Their investigation leads them down a rabbit hole of cryptic messages and hidden meanings, each clue bringing them closer to the truth. But danger lurks around every corner, and they soon realize that they are not the only ones searching for answers. Mysterious figures shadow their every move, leaving ominous warnings in their wake. As tensions rise and the stakes grow higher, Arthur and Lillian must rely on their instincts and each other to navigate the treacherous waters of deceit and betrayal. With time running out and their enemies closing in, they must uncover the truth before it's too late. Chapter 7, Racing Against Time. With the clock ticking, Arthur and Lillian embark on a desperate race against time to rescue Lillian's mother from the clutches of their enemies. They follow a trail of breadcrumbs left behind by Jack, each clue leading them closer to the heart of the conspiracy. But the path ahead is fraught with danger, and they soon find themselves outnumbered and outgunned. With nowhere left to turn, they must rely on their wits and resourcefulness to outmaneuver their adversaries and stay one step ahead of the game. As they close in on their target, they come face to face with the mastermind behind the conspiracy. In a heart-stopping showdown, they confront their greatest fears and darkest secrets, fighting for their lives and the truth that lies hidden in the shadows. But even as they emerge victorious, they know that their journey is far from over. For in a world where truth is a rare commodity and deception lurks around every corner, the shadows of the past are never truly banished. And as long as there are secrets left untold, the battle for justice will continue to rage on. Chapter 8, Epilogue. In the aftermath of their harrowing ordeal, Arthur and Lillian find solace in each other's arms, grateful to have emerged from the darkness stronger than ever before. They hold their daughter close, knowing that their family has been tested and proven resilient in the face of adversity. But as they gaze out at the world beyond their window, they know that the shadows of deception still linger, waiting to ensnare the unwary in their deadly embrace. And so, they remain ever vigilant, knowing that the battle for truth is never truly won. As they look towards the future, they vow to stand together against whatever challenges may come their way, knowing that as long as they have each other, they can weather any storm. For in the end, it is not the darkness that defines them, but the light that shines from within, illuminating their path and guiding them toward a brighter tomorrow. If you are enjoying the Mystery Within channel, feel free to hit the subscribe, follow, or like buttons for future posts.